Hello everyone, welcome to Time Will Tell Tarot. Today I would like to do a special reading for those who are in some sort of separation or perhaps not in the speaking terms with the person that they're connecting with. Now, this reading is especially for those who have quite a deep special connection with a certain individuals, which means definitely not going to be someone you just met recently or you're quite new. I picking up this energy that this relationship that you're having with the other person, it's definitely from the past and it's very deep. Now let's get into it because I'm trying to do a different spread here. That's why it is going to require me taking some time to shuffle and lay out the card. So I don't want to waste time. That's why I lay it out in advance. Now let's tap into it. This spread, I split it into two different sides. So one side obviously will represent the person that you're dealing with. The other side, it's you. So take whichever side that you feel like it fits with you, it resonates with you, because this can go vice versa. Okay, now let's tap into it. The energy from the left hand side, from what I'm picking up, it definitely is more the feminine energy. When I say feminine energy, it's not necessarily means like they have to be a woman. That it just saying that size of energy are more feminine, not from what I'm picking up is not as strong as the masculine on this side in this particular spread. So what I'm picking up here is this feminine energy. It could be a man, so bear in mind. I feel like they are pretending. They're putting some sort of bizarre, on and wearing some sort of mask and not showing how they truly feel about you. Perhaps they are having quite a bit of secret. They're hiding quite a lot of things. And when I'm picking up that energy that they're pretending, I do feel like perhaps they're putting on the show, like they act like they're all fine. They might even show they don't need you in their life. They are I feel like they're trying to trying to achieve some sort of quest here. So it can be job related or whatever that it's on their mind. I feel like they're trying to achieve something. That's why at this very moment they're not really focusing their energy on you, but rather than whatever they're trying to achieve. And a lot of time I feel like they do it deliberately. They're trying to hide some sort of thing, some sort of secret. This person can also be quite manipulative that you're dealing with, so take whichever side you're on. And now they finally are facing the sort of consequences that they're supposed to face, with karma, with some sort of cause and effect. I do feel like perhaps they need to, they're sort of having that realization that in order to get what they truly want, they need to put in the effort, they need to put in the nurturing, they need to put in the love and kindness into whatever they do. because without it, they're not going to achieve anything. Well, they might achieve some sort of things like work-wise and in other area, but what I'm getting is the true happiness, they won't necessarily achieve it, because I feel like this person tend to put on a facade, like hiding things and pretending they're all fine, but in reality they're not. Yeah, so when I try to clarify the one of the card here about they have to face their consequence, is I do feel that this person, they have the love for you, but they haven't quite tell you the truth. They haven't really admitted yet, and then because they haven't admitted yet, they're constantly thinking about you, but they are having this sleepless night, and wondering why they haven't done so in that sort of energy. Now the energy I'm picking up is they have the Seven of Swords card, which indicates that they're definitely hiding. They're hiding things. And when I said, oh Jesus, just when I said that, another Seven of Swords just fell out to confirm it. So now I'm trying to, from what I'm picking is, I feel like they're hiding the emotions towards you. They never quite tell you exactly how they feel deep down, even though they have so much love and emotions for you, and even though deep down they do want to work things out with you, but they're hiding it. And the reason why they're hiding is because at the moment they got lots going on. They have options, they're confused, they're not sure whether they should even do it. Yeah. So I don't feel like they could have options, but I don't feel like they're dating other people and dealing with other individuals. I more feel like they are really, the energy is, it's thinking about you and they're going to some sort of solitude to ask themselves why the hell they didn't come forward to you. So I'm just going to get some water. So yeah, that's what I'm picking up. They do have very deep emotions for you, but they realize they're not doing what they're supposed to do. They're not taking necessary action towards you at this very point, but deep down that's what they wanted to do. They want to collaborate with you. All they're not doing is the action. But I feel like at some point they will have no choice but to make a decision to decide what they're going to do with you. Excuse me. Yeah, it's all about you. When I say they make that decision, again, it's about you. They're confused. Wow, you're heavily in their mind and deceitful. I feel like they're not telling the truth here whatsoever. They're really, causing a lot of confusion for you in some sort of way. And they realize that. Now, the energy I'm picking up from you, which is quite comforting in a way, because I'm picking up that your energy in this connection is a lot stronger than them. You're more in tune with how you feel about this connection, and you're sticking to your principle. Perhaps you might feel that this connection, this love with them, it's quite unrequited, at least at this very point, because they haven't necessarily made the sort of decision with you, take the action towards you. That's why you do very much feel that it's not enough to get this, you know, connection going. And I do feel like as much as you're having this guard up energy, your challenge, you haven't quite let go of this person either. You find it quite challenging to move forward. And a lot of the time I do feel like you are reminiscing about them. You're having this deja vu, you know, thinking about this connection and this repeated karma, repeated pattern as well, that it happens over and over again. You might question like why after we've been through so much, but we're still kind of back to square one. You feel like nothing is progressing, and you're very much feeling the distance, and you do feel their rejection from the other person. So what I find it comforting on this side, the energy is, even though things are at this very point not working out with the other person, but they still quite positive and balanced in a way that when you're reminiscing, you're only thinking about the positive, the good things with this person that you have experienced with, rather than you having that negative and hatred energy towards the other, thinking like, oh, you know, like angry to the other person. I don't pick this up at all from you. I feel like you handle this very graciously, very in a very graceful manner, you know, because you realize that whatever outcome this person bring you, you do feel like it's all meant to be, and you see the beauty within this connection you have with the other person, and instead of using a negative energy throwing back to the other person, you have this gratitude that in a way you want to thank them. You want them to be good, you want them to be happy, even though you guys are not together. You kind of just want to let fate to decide whether you guys are meant to be together or not. And also I'm picking up this is what the advice is telling you both is on the other side, on the feminine side, on the left hand side, yeah. It's the other person. I do feel like the advice is giving to them is they need to offer some sort of some sort of opportunity, some sort of offer towards to you, because they deep down they know this is a very spiritual and deep connection, and because it's that deep, it requires someone willing to give, to invest in order to create that balance. Because from what I'm seeing here as well is the connection you both have, it's very deep, and you guys have already put in quite a lot of time and energy towards one another. So like I said, it is not something that you can easily throw away, you know, to give up. And the advice card is saying that, advising to the other person that they shouldn't, is that they should carry on and work towards to it, even though it might take time and in a very slow pace, but still. Now the advice for you on this side is, again, I do see you being very they seem that trying to be positive and still have hopes towards this connection, because I do still see like it is very much possible there is there's a second chance here between you two. And while you're waiting for them to make a decision or take the action and remain positive with yourself, I do still see that you should just carry on and do you. And even though you have to be single, doesn't matter, but just carry on and do you. That is the advice is telling me here. Now, with the feminine energy, what they're trying to say is, I do feel like they're afraid to take the next step right now. Like I said earlier, because possibly they need to achieve something in another area. It's just not the right timing. But they do wonder, you know, if you would give them another chance to make things right between the two of you. And here the card is saying that the thought of you, it still does things to them. So, you know, whatever experience you have with this person, I feel like it really scarred, that it really make a deep impression, make a deep memory within them. And they have felt that they know it's all about the timing. I do feel like the timing here is it's causing you to not be able to come together yet, because this person still got work to do, either physically or spiritually. Now back to you. Now from what I'm picking up is what you want to say to them is you are very much in a better headspace right now. Like it all, you know, I feel like related to those cards I'm picking up, like I just said, you are very much in tune with your feelings, and even though things might not necessarily working out between the two of you, but you still handle it in a very graceful way, in a way very peaceful. You kind of like just, you know, go with the flow and see, you know, how things turns out. And then there will be a time you might question and feel that, oh, maybe you and the other person is just too different. You would feel that. And that's why you do have the 701 here. You will feel a bit guarded because of the differences between the two of you. But like I said, you at the end of the day, you will, and you do feel like somehow you guys will be together again. You'll kind of come back again, even though not as a couple, but just as a friend. Because I do feel like this person making you feel like they are your home. They give you this sense of peacefulness, that you just feel like home whenever you connected with them, when you're with them, even though just a spiritual thing, just a thought, or when you actually physically come together, you do feel you just love to be around them. Anyway, this is what I'm picking up for today. And if you do feel that is resonate, and you can always arrange a reading with me, because that way you can tap into your energy more specifically, because this is very general. Anyway, I hope it helps and give you some sort of guidance, and take care, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye bye.